Hey, good morning. Happy weekend to you. Okay, so listen, after doing a lot of research for the last few years, I've noticed that a lot of degrees that African Americans are achieving, they are not uh, well, here, there's an underrepresentation of degrees in science, technology, engineering, and of course, the mathematic fields in the United States. According to the National Science Foundation, African Americans make up 13% of the population, but only represent about 5% of the science and engineering workforce. That's my reason for establishing a STEM hub that I hope will pique the interest of individuals in Garfield and Maple Heights. We need to invest in our kids. So a lot of you may not, my podcast is not going to be attacking or in support of one individuals anymore. It's gonna be for those things that matter in this cities where individuals that deserve an opportunity and a chance, we can create opportunity for them. I'm really concerned about our young men and women. Every weekend, it seems to be a killing or somebody being incarcerated. We have to stop this. I came from a program years ago that supported me when I was young and did not have my head on straight. At 17 and 18, you live in a fantasy world. And if we can get some of these kids, if the schools could find a way to create an interest that would attract some of our young men and get them involved. What can we do? What can we do to help? Because that's what this is about. I think a lot of times we misinterpret somebody's passion for a selfish act or a hidden agenda. We're not going to talk about that today. So basically, I had the privilege of being donated three houses in the Union area. And we're working on also establishing other properties in and around 131st and Miles. Now, our goal is to create business hubs, STEM hubs in these communities where we can inspire individuals through some of the esports programming and hopefully direct some of our young into going into some of these different areas where they can create some games and different things because we do spend a lot of money on that. If we don't start supporting our kids, we are not supporting our future. There's a lot of good programs out here, and I won't say that there's not. But one of the problems that I find is usually when there is funding, they're very selective about where that goes. If you're not in that clique, you just will not get it. It is going to be my mission now to seek out supports and helps so that we can establish something that would definitely help in our communities. Education is key to growth. It's very, very important. I am very concerned about our young. I think we should start as early as 3rd grade. Music, science, some of the things and supports that were in our schools when I was growing up, like I said, they're no longer there. We used to have home economics, wood, shop, mechanical, mechanics. A lot of those individuals that I know, they graduated and they opened up mechanic shops and they did pretty successful. Okay, they've become pretty successful behind that. I'm not saying that that's the only direction an individual should go, but what I am saying is that's going to be my focus. I've wasted a lot of time on things that I think will never matter. I think some of the things that I have been talking about, it does not generally play into what my purpose and what I should be promoting. So from this point on, I'm changing directions. It's all about the youth. Now, I really am not concerned about what others think this may be leading to or why I'm doing it. This has always been something that I've wanted to do. It's always been a plan and a mission of mine because I've always worked with youth. My past would prove and show that. So I'm asking for supports. I need supports, and I'm getting ready to be really aggressive about this. I have a strong team behind me. We have a board of directors that expand past 14 individuals with degrees in every field. We're putting up different supports in areas. The 3 houses that I have on Union, we're gonna use as an after-school program to teach how to repair drywall, plumbing, etc. We're gonna let the youth actually work on these houses, and then we're gonna repurpose these houses so that they will serve in the community and actually uplift that area over there. We'll be able to do the same with, some of the buildings that are being donated in areas where they've abandoned these properties. Repurposing these areas, we can utilize uh, uh, these properties to hopefully encourage growth in the community. But we can also use these as teaching elements so that we can show individuals how not to allow things to become dilapidated. That's one of the problems in our communities. We ride past these buildings, we see graffiti on them, we see trash, we see people, uh, that's been doing different things inside of the abandoned buildings, and we think that's okay, and it becomes part of the norm. So what I'm suggesting now is let's start by utilizing some of the things that we have in our areas, because gentrification starts there. But let's show our youth how to do it. So by teaching individuals how to repair in their own areas, it accomplishes many things. One, it teaches the young person how to use tools, safety in the tools, how to repair correctly, and then possibly how to become an entrepreneur to do it later. But it also promotes the community that we're doing it in. And maybe as they grow older, they'll be able to go somewhere and actually establish the same thing. We're gonna utilize the youth because that's where it should start at. I've gotten a group of retirees, they've agreed to lend their time. Of course, we are in nowhere near the beginning of this thing. I'm sure it's other organizations that have tried this and have done this, okay? So I'm not saying that it's not done, because usually, you always get a backflow or backbite when you try to do something like this. But I'm willing to partner with any organization to accomplish this goal. I am passionate about this. Time out. It's a way to bring our community up and uplift the minds of our young at the same time. So I'm gonna be going in schools. I'm gonna be promoting this. I'm putting my money behind it as I've done for many years so that we can bring up our community and bring up our youth together. I'm still committed to making sure that crime is not part of the village, the community that I'm part of. I just don't have a lot of faith in politics anymore because I see a side of politics that I just don't like. It's nothing against anybody individually. What it is for me is just the let down of people. Very sensitive person, and I think my passion speaks to that. People that I trusted really tried to use me and take advantage of me. I don't like that. Or I was misrepresented in so many different ways. However, that was then. Okay, with a lot of prayer and a readjustment, I'm back on course. So listen, this is Lawrence. I just want you to understand that this is very, very, very passionate for me. It's about our kids. That's what I'm making this about. Totally. I'm going to start with whoever will want to be a participant of this. I do have a lot of people that already have expressed that. Hopefully, this will stop some of the violence. Hopefully, this would awaken some of the minds out here in some of these schools. Hey, listen, thank you for your time. I look forward to speaking with you, and I need supports. Anybody out there, you have any tools you want to donate? You have any input? If there have any retirees out there that want to contribute to this, I welcome that. Our young need you. Okay, I need you. Let's do something. Let's just stop this rhetoric and talking, and let's move to make something happen. Hey, it's just my opinion. Hopefully, it can become yours. Take care.